Welcome back, everybody. This is MegaTrain. We're back on Project Ozone LIte. We are going to, this episode, make up for our lack of loot chests. Last few episodes, we've had one or none, or just a couple, but we're going to get a lot today. Before we do that, though, we've got a problem with our solar panels. Well, not a problem per se, but an observation. They only work during the day. So now that we have some grid power, we're going to upgrade to a better device. And to do that, I need to make a whole bunch of stone burnt. Stone burnt comes from polished stone, and that you put in the resonator. So I needed to have at least some GP to be able to make this stone burnt. And the specific recipe that I'm going to use here is one of the many mills that's possible. You've got lava mills, windmills. We're going to use what are called water mills. And basically, you just need to put these next to running water, and it'll generate GP all night and all day. So we've already got some of these crystals, but we'll need to make some redstone torches. I don't think I need quite that many. Let's make 8. And we'll make 4 water mills. So the arrangement that's going to work the best here is to alternate these and put water buckets basically sort of in the corners of each. So this will generate 4 on each side of this. If I put a water source block here, that'll again generate 4 on each side of this. So each one of these will generate 16 if I alternate these water sources around the corner. So that should generate 64 GP all day and all night. If we need to, we'll put these solar panels back somewhere else. But right now, that is a good way to generate a lot of GP. Well, here's what we're going to do to get most of our loot chests here. We're going to cruise through all of these achievements in Agricultural Revolution. So you can definitely see the pattern here that they all start with some sort of inferium and prudentum and go up through all these different objects. So we need apples, we need the essence itself, we need seeds of all different levels, we need ingots, we need furnaces, and ultimately we'll need watering cans. I don't think we're going to be able to go through the watering can achievements today. Those are require some material we don't have yet. But the start of it all is making one of these infusion stones. These infusion crystals. So I do have some of the ingredients that I need here. We'll start with a diamond. I'll just pull some of this stuff in my inventory. And as you can see, we have accumulated tons of this inferium through our mob farm here. So we'll definitely be making use of it today. So there is a master crystal that we'll be able to do later, but that requires some material we don't have yet. But right now, we'll just make a normal infusion crystal, and basically that will let us convert between types. So we can take inferium and make prudentum and go up this ladder to intermedium, superium, supremium, and even insanium. So here's how you do it. Basically, all you do is you stick your stacks of essence around your stone, and it converts up to the next level. What you can see pretty quickly is that it's going to take a long time to go all the way up to the top of this level, and as a matter of fact, it takes a lot of clicking into this grid to do that. One of the things that will be handy when we get this master infusion crystal is that we'll be able to do it with blocks, but right now we cannot. We can only do it with the actual inferium itself. So instead of doing all of this manually, we're going to make a crafter and help it do a lot of the work for us. So let me get the material for that. And and a crafter tier 1, and a crafter tier 2, and a crafter tier 3. So let's lay this down here right next to that. And we're going to start with a recipe that takes a block and converts it into Inferium. Because right now I can put everything in blocks. And we'll put that internal. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to set a recipe to make Prudentum. And again, we'll do internal. One thing that we are going to need to watch for, our Infusion Crystal does have a durability. So we're going to run out of that eventually. Let me increase this to fast mode so we don't have to sit here and just watch it each time. So we're going to start out with an Inferium apple. And we need a first level crafting seed. And there we go. I just need to make sure to put them on my inventory and don't put them directly back into the crafting grid. Otherwise, I will miss out. I need actually I'm going to need a few of these. I've sort of counted ahead and planned ahead, so we'll see if we've got enough of these base essence ingots that will upgrade through the whole process. And we'll get some of this Inferium essence back out. And we'll make sure that these are up to tier 1 as well. All right, so we're going to claim all these at the end because we're not going to have the space in our inventory to do so now. All right, got my furnace now, so we can make our Inferium level furnace. The lower levels of these furnaces are not fast at all, so I'm going to actually link in the show notes to a comparison I did to all these furnace speeds in this pack, it's certainly not a huge upgrade until we get to the much higher levels. All right, let me check my my awards here, make sure I've got all the first level ones for Inferium before I start moving up to the Prudentum. All right, so let's take, here's our shortcut. We'll take an entire stack of Prudentum and we'll throw the apple in there. We'll throw the seeds in there to upgrade it. We'll throw the ingots in there. I think that's it. There we go. Now we just need the furnace. So we'll upgrade this. The only thing we need is a Prudentum block. And that's easy enough to make. There we go. And at this point, I can start popping these up to the next highest level. Now I've got a groove going. We'll pull these intermedium essence out. Just 4 stacks of them. And we will make our appropriate upgrades here. Apples, ingots, crafting seeds, and we'll do the furnace. We got to make 1 block. And the furnace. All right, we got intermedium all the way up. This we'll be able to do today. Also, it's a mystical tool rod. It's just a stick surrounded by prosperity shards is all. So there's if we craft too much up to a too high level, we can always go back down. You can uncraft the higher levels down to the lower tiers. So that's never going to be a problem. So we'll put all this intermedium back in until we have enough superium for our next level. All right, make sure we got all of our superium level achievements. Looks pretty good. The last level, we've got a bit of an advantage because we already have some superium essence from our nethers, our withers. Upgrade our seeds, upgrade our ingots, upgrade our apple, and for a furnace, we'll need a block. Not too bad. A few more that we can do. We'll do the mystical tool rod. We'll do the ultimate furnace. We won't do the supremium armor today. There's too much involved there. We don't have quite enough inferium to get there. So let me gather my resources for the ultimate furnace. Its recipe is a little different. My quests are still ringing off the hook here, but let's go ahead and show you what the recipe is for the ultimate furnace. We'll need another supremium block. We need a nether star. We need these wither skeleton charm fragments, which come from withered ribs. But I've been getting those with my new upgraded mom farm, so we'll craft a bunch of those. And I'll need one of that. And ta-da, I have another star. So we get our ultimate furnace. While we are here, we can also craft this mystical tool rod. This mystical tool rod can be used for all sorts of tools and armor, or tools and weapons in this pack. And there we go. Unfortunately, the watering cans require stuff that we haven't gotten yet. Specifically, we need a theoretical infinite water source, which we get from water essence, which only comes from growing water seeds. But we'll get a start on some of those seeds today. We also need this fertilization core, and for that we need this fertilized essence, which again only comes from plants, mystical plants that we grow. All right, let's claim all these things and see how many loot chests we get. There's going to be few of them that have a secondary reward. I'll try to find any that do. Get an extra life for that one. Ooh, we get 4 solium ingots. And this last one, I know, we get a free zenith furnace with this one. So not too shabby so far. Let me throw these in here. 729 loot chests. Let's see if we get anything good. Enderman charm. All right, I got to turn on my Gotta turn on my auto refill here. Skeleton Charm. Chance Icosahedron. Superheating Element, there we go, that's not bad. Flask of Adrenaline. I don't need those. Epic Bacon, that's a good food good food source. Why isn't it refilling? Let's do it here. Auto refill, there we go. Oh, there we go. Looting 40. 999 attack damage. I think I'm going to like that one. Excellent, excellent. Mana lens. Alright, it's still not refilling. Let's throw these in here. We'll separate that one off. And why is it not refilling? Auto refill. Lithium dust. Flask of magma skin. Slime charm. Zombie charm. Tier 1 chance pendant. I could use a tier 3 chance pendant. That would be nice. More charms. More charms. We'll make a charm belt this week too. There we go. Solar panel items. Photovoltaic cells. I will definitely make some use of those. An Invar hammer. Growth crystals. That will be nice as well. Diamond shield. I can crush that up for more diamonds. Storage component. Nice. And another Enderman charm. Alright. Of all of that, the sword is awesome, as is the photovoltaic cells, as is the storage component. The growth crystal will be somewhat useful. What else did we get? The zenith furnace is definitely nice. Solium I'll definitely use. Maybe we'll use these chance icosahedrons at some point. And epic bacon. So some definitely some good stuff. I'd like to go fight the Wither again to see how good my looting 40 actually is. But before we do, we're going to make a charm belt. We've seen these come in our reward packs and haven't talked much about them. Basically, when you are holding one of these charms in your inventory, that kind of mob will ignore you, which is going to be great. So in this particular case, there is a gas charm, and if the Wither spawns gas, I want it to ignore me. But you can actually craft these as well. There's a blaze charm made with blaze charm fragments, which is made from all of these things. I don't think I have enough molten cores, unfortunately, for that one, but I do have enough to make a Wither skeleton charm, which will be handy as well. And again, these will come from Wither skeleton charm fragments, which we actually had to make for the ultimate furnace anyway. So I'm going to put some of these together. When you've got enough of them to make a charm belt, you just need 5 of any fragment, and you can put all your charms into your bauble inventory. Alright, to make my charm belt, if you put charms into your inventory and you right click the charm belt, you can put all these items on there. So Wither skeleton, slime, magma cube, ghast, zombie, skeleton, witch, enderman. These do take durability damage as they're used, so you'll need to keep your eye on them. But once you've got them all loaded up, you can throw them into your belt. About the only one of these that I was worried about was the one that calls lightning down. So I got some golden apples in case I ran into those. Alright, these guys are totally ignoring me. And my inventory. Let's pick these things up. 15 nether stars in one hit. Not too bad. $36 nether stars at one time. That last time, I got over a stack in one hit. So not too shabby at all. All right, well, we've already opened up all our loot bags and got a ton of nether stars using our new awesome sword. I think we'll call it there, and next time I think we'll work on a way to get energy a little better. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.